What's going on, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. So today's video, not quite the most uplifting video, but a video that needs to be done nonetheless. And it'll be entitled, Good Help is Hard to Find. Most recently, we had our smog / diagnostician / heavy line / light line employee put in his notice, and his last day is tomorrow. Now, this guy has taught me a lot in the short period of time that he'd been working with us. I think he'd been there just around 2 years or close to. And anytime I needed help, or I didn't understand something, or I needed an extra set of hands, or I had a question about something that was drivability related, he was always there. Every time I needed a special tool that I didn't have, or I had a connector that had broke that he had extra of, or I was trying to do a coil test and he happened to have some extra ones laying around from previous jobs, he was there. Every time I had a question about something that I had done or was getting ready to complete, whether it came down to timing on a timing belt job or even timing on the most recently timing chain job that I wasn't too sure of, he was there. Unfortunately, he's not going to be with us any much longer, and we're going to be seeking out new employment and possibly hiring on somebody new. Somebody new could be good, somebody new could be bad, but you build a relationship with somebody long enough and you're going to miss him. I mean, we're always going to stay in contact, I'm sure. I have his number, he has mine, and he has been making our t-shirts for us and stickers that I have not yet gotten out, and you guys remind me, those of you that won, all the time. Yes, I've been lazy. Yes, I've had a lot of things that take priority in my life, and I have not gotten them out to you. But luckily for you, they were free, and they didn't cost you a dime. So just keep having patience with me, and eventually I will get them out. I have not forgotten about you. You guys remind me of them plenty of times over, where I will eventually get them out. Unfortunately, I have a lot of other things going on in my life that take precedence. But getting back to on topic, so he recently got a job offer, and it's doing something a little bit different than working on cars for a little bit better wages, I suppose. I don't know. I didn't ask him what he currently made and why he was going the direction that he was. But I think that what it came down to was his benefits, both medical, dental, and things like that. There was benefit plan beyond the job that he had versus the one that he just picked up. And it was a bit short-term notice, but you know, sometimes that's the way it goes. You can't always put in your 2 weeks, even though I recommend that most of you put in a 2 weeks to 1 month notice, because I know what it's like to be on that end of putting in a 1 day notice and taking off, and a 1 week notice and taking off, and putting in a 2 week and putting in a 1 month. If you enjoy the employer that you're working for and you value them as an employer, and you think that you might come back, it's in your best interest to at least give them a more than sudden's notice, okay? Unfortunately, Joey's getting ready to take off. He's not going to be part of our vlogs anymore, and I won't have that extra assist, if you will, because let's face it, he was a hybrid tech, and finding a hybrid tech is very difficult to come by. We still have our steering and suspension and brakes guru. I'm still the heavy line guy. My boss is perfectly capable of diagnosing and performing smogs, but we have lost an invaluable asset. It is very difficult to get somebody hired on that can do what it is that he does and what he has done for us as a shop. Willing to come in early, willing to stay late. You know, it's an unfortunate thing. And now I'm going to have to build a relationship with somebody else. Get to know their demeanor, get to know their habits, both good and bad, and then formulate some kind of relationship around that. Lots of big changes coming up. Not sure how much longer our shop will be open for, because my boss also has had some big changes occur. I'm sure that we're going to continue down the road that we have been for at least now. Can't say for sure how long. But that's life for you. Change is inevitable. Okay, it's going to happen whether you like it or not, whether you're prepared for it or not. And sometimes it comes at a sacrifice, be it long distance relationships, be it increase or decrease of income, be it a new location that you move to, having to learn the layout of the new land, learning new people. Let me tell you, all of my life and all of my experience with the places that I've lived in, and I've stayed at various places for an extended period of time, you build relationships, not just at your employer, but also throughout town. You get to know your community. You get to know your neighbor. You get to know the guy at the Quickie Mart. You get to know the checkout lady at the grocery store. You get to know the people that you associate with from time to time, restaurant personnel. It's weird when you move to a new place, whether it's a new state, a new job, a new anything. You got new people that you're going to meet, and it can be extremely difficult to adapt. And it does take time. And that change could be good, it could be bad, you know. And the only way you're going to know if it's going to fit your lifestyle is to go through with it. You never know what's going to come around the corner. Sometimes you can prepare for it, other times you're going to be unprepared. Could be the birth of a child, could be the death of a loved one. There's really a lot of different situations that could occur that do pop up, and it does make life a little bit more or a lot more challenging than you can expect. And most changes throughout life, and it seems to me, at least from what I can gather over a lifetime, don't happen in a spread out time frame. All change happens to occur at the same exact moment, you know. It's one of those things, man, and it is not easy, okay? You could have problems with your vehicle, you could have a problem with your house, you know, a few days later. You could have a problem at the current place that you're employed at. You could have a problem with something that transpires with one of your children, be it they have to go to the doctor because they're sick, or the dentist because their teeth hurt. It could be an unfortunate or a bill that just randomly pops up, a death of a loved one. I mean, all different types of things, but it just seems like they all happen at the same time, and it can become overwhelming. It can be extremely difficult to deal with. And trying to deal with one thing at a time almost isn't possible when they all hit you at the same time. All you can do is hope that you can hit the ground running and hopefully run fast enough to keep up with the bullshit that life throws at you. So understand this, if nothing else, within this rant or this video. Understand that sometimes life gives you lemons. You cannot always make lemonade. And you need to learn how to adapt and overcome the struggles in your life. And everybody has struggles. I don't care if you're young, middle-aged, or old. Everyone has life struggles that can be difficult to deal with, and there's not always somebody to talk to about it. Not every single person is going to relate to you in that same manner. Not every single person that you talk to or encounter is going to be very supportive. You have to find some kind of happy middle ground that helps you to get back on track, and back on track as fast as you possibly can, because the next day is coming, whether you like it or not. The sun's coming up and the sun will go down, and you only have so much time in a day. You only have so many days in a week, and you only have so much time left on this earth. So you try to make the best of a worst situation. Try to make the best time that you have available, and spend more time with your family. Spend more time trying to educate yourself in your profession. Do more with the time that you're given. I myself feel like I need to do more. But at this point, I have so much going on, I can't do more right now. And you might run into that situation. You might be there yourself, where you feel like you just can't do more. And it makes you want to throw your hands up in the air. It makes you want to just not adult that day. That's life, man. There's no two ways about it. Eventually, you're going to have to figure it out, and only you can make the right choice for you at that time. I hope this video helped you guys to understand life changes. I am going to miss Joey as being a fellow employee, somebody that I call a friend. And I'm going to miss his assholeness, because he can be an asshole more times than not. And it's going to be a challenge to learn a new person that comes into play. These are the things that happen throughout life. You never know what direction it's going to take you. You can only hope that you can keep up when it happens. Cheers to those of you that have your harder cranberry juice. And we'll see you guys next video. Cheers and deuces.